Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, lovely people. Today, we are going to discuss visas and look at which ones are available for long-term stay in Malaysia. Please do note that this information is factual as of May 2024 and changes could take place in the future.
So most people enter Malaysia on a social visit visa, which is a tourist visa. If you are a British citizen or passport holder, this will give you a 90-day stay in Malaysia. However, if you want to settle in Malaysia for the long term, then we have 4 options available in this video.
So, let's start off with the most common visa for expats, which is the employment pass. This is how we started our journey in Malaysia. And in order to obtain this, you need to secure a job in Malaysia first. The beauty about this visa is that your employer would arrange the employment visa for you and your dependents.
Now, it's really important to note that your spouse would not be allowed to work under this dependent visa. You should also be earning a certain minimum income based on your profession. And for teachers, this is a basic salary of 15,000 ringgits a month. So the visa we are now both on is the Resident Pass Talent, which is a 10-year visa issued by Talent Corp. However, they will only provide you a sticker in your passport for 5 years because they want you to prove that you are still employed and working in Malaysia and paying income tax. Thereafter, you can submit your documentation before the 5-year visa has expired for an extended 5 years. So although this is a 10-year visa, I would say this is a 5+5.
Now, this visa is only for certain professionals contributing to Malaysia's economy in the following industries. Luckily for us, education is on the list.
In order to be eligible for this visa, here are the requirements. You should have lived in Malaysia for at least 3 years on a valid employment pass first. A minimum of 5 years work experience is required in your profession. Your academic qualifications must be from a recognized institution. Your monthly salary should be of at least 15,000 ringgits. You should have paid income tax in Malaysia for the last 2 years. You can also add your spouse and dependents on this visa. And the beauty about this visa is that your spouse and children under 18 are able to work, start a business or study in Malaysia.
So Talent Corp do require you to submit a fair amount of documentation for this, and it can take a few months for this to be approved. So you will need a lot of patience. If you are planning on seeking employment in Malaysia, then a potential option for you could be the Malaysia My Second Home program, also known as the MM2H. Now, there is a new 3-tier system for this, which is in the process of being introduced very soon. But full details have not yet been released. So let's have a look at what we know about it so far.
Okay, so for the silver tier, you will be required to deposit 500,000 ringgits into a fixed deposit account. But don't worry, you will be able to withdraw 50% of this for certain purchases, like purchasing a property, for your children's education, or for medical expenses. You will be also required to stay in Malaysia for 60 days minimum annually. You must be 30 years of age and above, and this will have a 5-year validity. Okay, so the main differences between the gold tier and the silver tier is that for the gold tier, you will be required to deposit 2 million ringgits into a fixed deposit account, but this will give you a 15-year visa. And for those that are seeking permanent residency in Malaysia, well, you better get saving because this will require a 5 million ringgit fixed deposit. There are talks that you will only be able to apply for this through an approved agent. So if you would like further information and guidance on the MM2H program, then please email us and we'll put you in touch with a highly experienced agent.
Now, onto the digital nomad visa. This is an exclusive pass for inbound digital nomads, which eliminates the limitations of a normal tourist pass. So you're free to roam and enjoy your stay whilst focusing on what matters the most, be it your work, places to explore, food to try, and all else that Malaysia has to offer.
Absolutely. So the Digital Nomad Visa is also known as the MDEC, Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation Di Rantau Visa. This is for digital freelancers, independent contractors and remote workers in IT and digital domains. It is valid for between 3 to 12 months and can be renewed for an additional 12 months thereafter, and you can bring your spouse and children.
Please do note that there are a number of requirements and documentation that you must provide in order to obtain this visa. For example, the latest 3 months of bank statements to prove that your monthly income, a conduct letter from your home country authority, proof of medical insurance, as well as others.
There you have it. We've provided a brief overview of some of the most popular visa options for long-term stay in Malaysia. We do advise that you also do your own research regarding the requirements, the documentation and the fees to see if they are suitable for you.
That's correct. There are other visas available, such as the International Student Visa, which we would be able to arrange in the future through our company, Study Circle Language Centre, if you choose to study with us.
We hope this video has been useful and helpful. If you have any questions, then please leave them in the comment section below and we'll try to answer them as best we can. See you next time. Assalamu alaikum.